Aficionados 2010. Aficionados 2010. Aficionados ready to cruise. Aficionados ready to cruise. Aficionados ready to cruise. Aficionados ready to cruise.
Alright everybody, AficionadosChris here. Yeah, different setting this time. As most of you know, I'm in the process of moving, so the entire collection's been packed up, and I thought it would be weird to shoot in front of a shelf that's empty, so I thought, I might as well shoot in my living room this time. And this is a special video. It's especially special because it's something I've wanted to do for a very long time since I started the channel. Most of you remember when I used to do the top X amount of numbers videos, like my top 20 favorite movies, my top 10 movies I love that everyone hates. This time, I thought I'd do something a little different because I never had, like, movies I hate that everyone else seemed to like. There are a few, but not enough to warrant a list. So I thought, I'll do something different. Not exactly movies I love that everyone hates, more or less things I really enjoy, but I kind of find very hard to admit to. More or less guilty pleasure. There's a fan base for a lot of these, and quite a lot of them on YouTube, actually. So I thought, hey, maybe, any fans out there know about these kind of shows, then by all means, make me a fan. So, yeah, without any further ado, let's start in with number 10.
Number 10.
Yes, Tyler Perry. Yep. See, most of you who are on YouTube probably already know about Wet Movie 1, and he's also a big fan of Tyler Perry's work, and I enjoy his stuff. Tyler Perry is a man I respect. And, not all his movies are good. I'll even admit that. Especially a lot of the dramas he's done. I'm not quite sure about his latest one, Good Deeds, because I haven't seen it yet. But I'm a big fan of a lot of his comedy dramas. I love Diary of a Mad Black Woman. I love anything Medea. I fucking love Medea. I think she's a great character. Shoot me down if you want. You can, like John would say, you can poop on my face, but I love Medea. I think she's the example of the overweight black sassy woman done right. Because all the other ones were just fucking stereotypes. This one I thought had more depth in her character. She had a personality. You don't fuck with Medea, basically. So I guess I have a thing for women you don't fuck with, And Medea is that kind of woman. So yeah, Tyler Perry, number 10.
Number 9.
Yeah. You can, just cut off my balls right now. Yes, I am a fan of Glee. I actually wasn't at first. Anyone who's probably very, very early fan would remember I was actually not a big fan of Glee. But I got in when I gave my opinion on Glee. It was so later in the show because the first season is a really well-crafted show. It's got great character development. I actually think of it as this is what High School Musical should have been. I love Zac Efron, but High School Musical is not for me. I'm not a 16-year-old girl, so they're not for me. You can enjoy them, but not my cup of tea. But Glee, I really like. I love the songs. Not all the covers are good, but a lot of them, especially Kurt's songs. I love Kurt. He has the voice of an angel. I love every time he sings. And I just think the character's great. Sue Sylvester, I think, is one of the greatest bitchy characters we've had in any media in a long time. I really enjoy her character, and I love Jane Lynch. So, yeah, I really enjoy Glee. I will say, I got back into Glee because of Rosie. Because she started watching the show, I started to get into it again because I didn't like it at first, but it progressively grew on me. And now it's become a family thing. The family just loves Glee. And I like when I can have something that the entire family can enjoy. And Glee happens to be one of them.
Number 8.
2.5 Men. Now, I will say this. 2.5 Men is not an amazing show. I mean, the only Chuck Lorre show I think is a wonderfully well-crafted show is The Big Bang Theory. I mean, I'm a bigger fan of Community, but I really love The Big Bang Theory. I love Sheldon. He's a great character. I love the chemistry with the roommates. But back to 2.5 Men. 2.5 Men, I will say this right here, right now. 2.5 Men should have ended after the Charlie Sheen debacle. There shouldn't have been an Ashton Kutcher season because I'm actually not a big fan of what they did. I understand them trying, but I don't think it really works now. But with 2.5 Men in general, I don't think it's amazing. I don't think it's anything groundbreaking, but I can't deny I do laugh when I watch the show. I enjoy myself, and I don't think, the hatred for it is more or less because people don't, it's not Community or it's not Modern Family. And these are great shows, and those are some of my favorite shows. Two and a Half Men would never be in my top 20. It wouldn't even be in my top 50. But Two and a Half Men, when I turn that on, I laugh. And sometimes you just need something to make you laugh easily. Something that doesn't make you want to think all the time. And I love thinking humor. Don't ever misquote me. But sometimes you don't want to think when you watch television. Sometimes you just want to have a mushy brain. So Two and a Half Men does that. And, I enjoy it. And I will continue to enjoy it in repeats.
Number 7.
Yes. Again, chick show. Sex and the City. How do I defend myself with this? The women are attractive. That's about it. They get naked, they do sexy things, and I enjoy it. But it is funny. A lot of the jokes. Artist V1 will help me assist in this. But yes, I really enjoy Sex and the City. I think the jokes are funny. Even Sarah and Isaac like the show, for Christ's sake. So I'm not the only man. I'm not the only straight man that likes this show. So. I think it's a decent show. I will own it one of these days. There's that box that I really wanted to get, the nice, soft, I think it's like a, Velcro, I don't know. It's a pink box, and I've always wanted to get that, but I will get it someday. I enjoy Sex and the City. It's really all I can say.
Number 6.
True Blood and Vampire Diaries. Now, I put these two together simply because they both have a similar theme. Teens, or rather young adults, and vampires. Now, Twilight, I know, is bad. Now, Twilight is I think is funny. See, Twilight I will buy and I will enjoy watching because it is so friggin' funny to watch. But True Blood and Vampire Diaries, they came out at a bad time with the Twilight phase. I mean, let's be fair, they only got greenlit because of the Twilight phase. But True Blood and Vampire Diaries are actually well done shows. I mean, of course, we've got the benefit of Anna Paquin's boobs, but that's beside the point. I actually enjoy watching True Blood and Vampire Diaries. I can enjoy it. The characters are very intriguing. They're very fun to watch. And some of the drama is actually really well done. I really enjoy both shows. And, I don't think it really matters if you're a Twilight freak or a girl or anything. Anyone could watch True Blood and Vampire Diaries. I know there's a lot of male fans of True Blood. I believe Skinslip is a fan, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's just his wife. I don't know. But there are male fans of True Blood. Quite a lot of them. So, yeah, True Blood and Vampire Diaries.
Number 5.
TGIF. Now, this one I couldn't nail at one. See, I was going to put Family Matters, because Family Matters is probably one of my biggest guilty pleasures. But then I thought more, Full House is maybe even worse. Oh no, maybe Perfect Strangers. But then I thought, the whole lineup. Of course, there are exceptions. Boy Meets World, Dinosaurs. I think that's pretty much it for, the shows that were actually really, really good. They actually made an impact. They were smart. They were well written. But in the case of Full House, Perfect Strangers, and Family Matters, they're dumb, but they're enjoyably dumb. I mean, come on, who doesn't love Steve Urkel? Just a little, come on. You at least remember. Oh, and I can't forget Alf. Alf I still love. I have an Alf doll in my bedroom. I love Alf. And just TGIF in general. ABC's TGIF is a enormous guilty pleasure. Just that whole lineup. I think Sister Sister was one of them, but that never happened. I would never own that. But TGIF, the lineup, is probably one of my biggest guilty pleasures.
Number 4.
This one should come as no surprise. Most of you know I'm a big Transformers nut. And I get a lot of shit for loving the Michael Bay movies. I love all three of them. I will admit the second one has its flaws, but as an action movie, as just pure entertainment, it does its job. When you think Transformers, you shouldn't really be thinking, oh, I want groundbreaking material. I'll quote Blunt T-3000. You're going to see robots beating the shit out of each other. And that's what I paid for. That's what I got. That's what I enjoyed about it. End all be all. That's what I love about Transformers. It delivers what you expect. Not Oscar Gold. Nothing critically acclaiming. Just full-fledged action. and it does its job very well. It keeps me coming. I will keep paying. I know there's a 4th film in the works. I will definitely be seeing that. No holds bars. I love Michael Bay. He gets way too much shit. I enjoy Michael Bay. I even like Pearl Harbor. So suck on that.
Number 3.
Hey, buddy. Yes, Pauly Shore. Just Pauly Shore in general. Movies, I know he had a short-lived sitcom, but I never saw it. But as a kid, I loved Encino Man. Encino Man's the kind of movie your friend puts on at midnight when you have a sleepover and you just fall asleep watching it. Of course, I was one of those kids that would watch it from start to finish and never sleep. But Encino Man, I think, of all the films he's done, of all the films Pauly Shore has done, Encino Man has the most staying power or some kind of merit. There's something there that keeps people coming back and keeps people buying it and showing it off. There's something about Encino Man that people love. Biodome has its moments. I'm not a big fan of Biodome, but it does have its moments, and it does have its jokes. I was a big fan of Son-in-Law. I liked Son-in-Law. I never liked Jury Duty. That was the one that I thought he failed at, Jury Duty. I did love in the Army Now with Andy Dick. I'm actually an Andy Dick fan. But I loved In the Army Now. I saw it on CMT one day, and I just fell in love with it. I thought it was a funny movie. I also love his directorial movies. I love Pauly Shore's Dead. I love Adopted. I thought that was actually really clever. I like Pauly Shore. I guess, in all honesty, I like all except for Jury Duty. Jury Duty is the only one that I really thought it fell flat, and I didn't really enjoy it. But I like Pauly Shore. I think he's funny.
Number 2.
Yes, a boy band. Can you imagine that? Yes, Big Time Rush. Now, I know what you're thinking. That why are you watching something that's for little girls? And this, I'm sure you're probably getting that a lot. Like, I shouldn't even have testicles, should I? But A Big Time Rush is made by Scott Fellows. He's most known for his work on The Fairly Odd Parents. He created Ned's Declassified, which I was a big fan of. He created Giant Test, which I'm a moderate fan of. I do enjoy it. If it's on, I'll watch it. And then he made this show, and it's kind of like the Monkees, how the Monkees were a band that was made for television. They weren't to be a band. Big Time Rush was made to be a TV band, but it became so popular that they became a real band. That's what I remember being told by my sisters, and trust me, they know their shit when it comes to Big Time Rush. So, I enjoy it. The jokes are funny, the characters are enjoyable. It's not, like, it's stupid smart comedy. Like, it's like The Fairly Odd Parents, where all the jokes are dumb, but you're laughing anyway because that's the environment. That's what you're used to. You're used to silliness. You're used to slapstick. You're not supposed to take any of it seriously. And none of it's meant to be taken seriously at all. I mean, the use of sound effects in a live-action sitcom, I mean, come on, how do you take that seriously? But I enjoy Big Time Rush. I continue to watch it. It's something, it's like one of the few bonding things I have with my siblings, and I like that I have that. I like being able to bond, and Big Time Rush delivers that.
Number 1.
I'm not even going to introduce this one. Just watch.
My little pony, my little pony. My little pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be. My little pony.
Yep. My Little Pony, friendship is magic. Are you shocked? Yes, I am what we call on the internet a brony. Although, technically, I don't like the term brony because most bronies are, well, you wouldn't want to have a conversation with a brony. They are a little weird. I'm a fan of My Little Pony, but I'm not obsessed. I mean, I will own, select merchandise. Like, I'm not going to slap my wall with posters and stickers. I'm not that obsessed, but I like the show. Most people don't know much about it. Like, people are like, why is everyone into the show? It's created by Lauren Faust, if that's how you pronounce it. I'm very sorry, Lauren, if that's not how you pronounce it. But Lauren Faust is the wife to Craig McCracken, who you would know from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, the Powerpuff Girls. He was also a writer for Dexter's Lab. And Lauren Faust had a lot to do with all those projects. She's a cartoonist, and she worked on those shows all the time. So this was her first solo project. This was her first big thing. And she's a very independent woman. So she didn't want to make My Little Pony to... she didn't want to make something that could dumb down. What makes My Little Pony work is that all the characters have personality. They're not just, hey, we're going to sell these at your local Toys R Us, you know, just cardboard cutouts, just a commercial on just a commercial. An anime commercial, like a 30-minute anime commercial. Nothing like that. There's actually story, there's depth, there's characters, there's even a lot of innuendo. It's kind of like SpongeBob and Rocco, how they got away with a lot of adult jokes, but it always went through just went by the kids' heads. And that's what I love about it. It pays homage to older people. Like, if I had a daughter, I would watch this, and I would not feel dumb watching it, because it doesn't dumb down to a demographic. It stays so that anybody can enjoy it. And that's why it's really well done. I especially love when cartoons do that. They don't just dumb down to a demographic. That's where the term all ages comes from. Any demographic. It shouldn't just be select to one few. That's why I love Adventure Time. That's why I love Regular Show. That's why I love the Looney Tunes show. Is an amazingly well done reboot. Transformers Prime. I love the Hub. The Hub is a great station. But yeah, My Little Pony, great show. It certainly surprised me. As an animator, it is an unbelievable thing to watch. And as a fan of musicals, god damn these musical numbers. They will get stuck in your head and they will never leave. There are two especially, Winter Wrap Up and Smile. Those two songs, YouTube them right now, you will be hearing those forever. They are that catchy and they are that well done. And the animation is just spectacular to watch. As an animator and a cartoonist, it's unbelievable to watch that they can do this with Flash. The things they do, put me to shame. So yeah, that's my guilty pleasures. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, please don't pity me. Please don't. I'm just waiting for all these comments saying, "Dude, you're a fag." Well, thank you, because you are certainly, you are certainly giving us a lot in this world. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, have a good day. Bye.